Welcome back to some more EU4 with me, Daniel, from Dan Has Fun. More Bologna Baloney, even though it's expanded out to a full Italian sandwich and deli. Hopefully you've been enjoying the series. If you have, let me know. Do the old like-a-ronies if you did. This episode, we're going to continue our battle against, well, technically it's France we've declared on, but realistically it's Poland and the Holy Roman Empire. Let's unpause and keep going. We're going to try and get Lithuania, the Netherlands, and Poland out of the war as soon as possible. I feel like the Netherlands might not be far away already from piecing out. Yeah, they're not that far off. We're still going to have to push them a little bit further, so that's exactly what we're going to do by sending a stack to Utrecht. And we'll have a backup stack in place I can't pronounce next to it. So we'll do that. Britain does have a 26k stack in the area, so we're not going to be completely alone. And yes, let's keep on ploughing through some troops. Another converted province. Again, I wish we just had an auto convert provinces button, but alas, no dice. Gonna start trying to siege out, not quite Poland's capital, but we're getting pretty close. I guess these three stacks can now try and deal with the 33k Polish stack. See if we can catch them in the middle. Oh, interesting. Why would you attack me here? Oh, well, I think it might be a fleeing stack. Interesting. Armenian peasants. No, I'm not interested in that right now. Yeah, we just stack wiped a Polish 21,000 unit because we happened to get to their province before they did. So that's a big old oopsie. No fort in here, so yes, we're only being blocked by Przemysl. That's fine. Not a big deal. Lithuania only has one fort, so we should be able to get them out pretty soon. Yeah, they're already pretty close to piecing out, and we've not really done anything. And right on cue, Vilnius has just been taken. They will already piece out. They would only just piece out, though. Even though they only have 16,000 troops. They're still pretty willing to be in this war, but I don't really see the point in keeping them in. And I don't really want to break their alliance with Poland. It's something that crossed my mind, but my concern is if I break their alliance with Poland, Russia's just going to attack Lithuania with no consequence, and that would be terrible, because then they'll be right on our border with pretty good provinces. So I guess they're going to stay in the war for now, and we're going to go start sieging Memel. I'm okay with that. They do have a lot of troops in the area, so we will have to keep a look. Oh, another place wants a seat in Parliament. Sure. Why not? That was me not paying attention. I just walked straight into a 2-to-1 disadvantage on a mountain. So we're going to have to go bail our troops out of that. AI caught me snoozing. We'll get away with it, but you need to be more careful. Need to be more careful. Because, yeah, that Dutch group's now going to come in. There's the Polish stack. So we're just going to run away now. Why did you have to split directions, though? That's very annoying. Before we lose all of our troops. There was a stack sitting in Memel, I guess. Now it's not. It's gone. Siege of Bruges is done. Will the Dutch peace out now? Yes, they will. Will they give us anything? They'll give us some money. Based on that, I'm just going to take war reparations now. Oh, they won't do it. By the skin of their teeth. Okay, fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They won't do that, but they'll do 8. Okay, fine. That means I can free some troops up. That's the only reason why I'm doing that. So these two stacks can continue what they were doing. The 44k stack can go to Loon, and then that frees up 42,000 troops to go help with this mess that I accidentally caused myself in the Alps by not paying attention. Ah, dear, dear. The game will bite if you don't pay attention. And I mean, that's a good thing, ultimately. But at the same time, I don't want it to give it that. I don't want to give it that opportunity. So we have a tick. We're up to 71,000 troops. So we should be okay to take 5,000 troops back. These two stacks, let's just kind of roughly go in that area. You don't want to get too close. Let's go maybe to Urak. Yeah, I don't see any huge stack of troops. I think we're okay there. Yeah, they all seem to be fleeing to the east. We're going to roughly go in that direction just to see if we can find where all the troops are. Only some stragglers, so there. Okay, there's the stack. So yeah, so it is running towards the east. It's running into Bavarian territory. I wonder if it's trying to stop me sieging Krakow. They're trying to de-siege Lithuanian territory, which I am not interested in them doing. So fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Will you peace out on that? Yes, you will. Done. That will now mean they all have to run back. They may try and take a pot shot at my 40,000 stack in Memel. If they do, that will be annoying, but I'm not going to go to its defense. I'm just going to use that as a distraction. Britain has attacked a bigger stack than itself. Probably not wise, but I'm there to at least bail them out anyway. Where were they when I needed bailing? Sit on their bomb, I'm sure. Siege of Krakow is completed. Perfect. So now, because we know where their stack is, technically we can get to Memel if we take the world's longest route, which we're clearly not going to do. But we can start sieging their capital. It's only a level 1 fort, which is, I was going to say strange, but it's just stupid. It's not strange, it's just bad. Just a bad idea. Start going in the direction of Poznan. And then these two stacks, I'm going to keep in the rough area, I think. Keep a stack in Treviso, keep a stack in Istria. We're just going to make sure they can't keep coming into Italian territory. Siege of Memel is over. Well, that's convenient, isn't it? Now we can come help out and then go over to Tuchola. Are you willing to peace out yet? Ooh, you are. Only just, though. Poland is only just willing to peace out, so we're not going to do it yet because I do want money from them. They're wasting my resources, so bare minimum, we're going to take some money from them. Beyond that, though, Munster, we haven't started to siege out yet. Not that worried. They're not that dangerous. They're just kind of in the way. There are a few Polish troops in this area, so we have to keep an eye out to make sure they don't stack up, but it doesn't look like they're going to. Which also is very kind of them, because I don't see why they didn't. I'm okay with it, but I don't really get it. If I'm being honest, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Britain has particularists, and they essentially have no troops on their mainland. So that's not very smart. That's also an interesting thought. So we're not going to do that, but yeah, we can't declare war in this situation because we can't, we have an alliance with Britain. But it's funny, if we were in a situation like this, then yeah, Britain couldn't get defended by Portugal. So we do have a theoretical way of breaking them up. We're just not going to do that yet. The time will come, but it's not quite yet. Siege of Brussels is completed. I can't get straight to Zealand without it being a real pain in the backside yet, so we're just not going to. They are, yeah, trying to de-siege Memel, which I don't recommend as a course of action. We just won another siege right next door. How easy to get to Memel? Not very, really, but we may have to try regardless. This 33k stack might come to their aid. If it does, again, we'll just run this stack away. It's not a big deal. We might be able to stack wipe them before they can even help, which is what I'm looking to have happen. Might not happen, but that would be what I'm looking for. Okay, and we did. Amazing. Will they even attack us at this point? They might not. Nope, they did not. They chickened out. Cool. Works for me. This stack, I guess, can come over to Tuchola, the a freebie stack, essentially, because we don't pay any manpower on them. Yeah, we pay gold, but we have more gold than you shake a stick at. This 40k stack, you can go and sit in Zealand, I guess, and then we'll go deal with the 5,000 Liège troops. Very rude of them for even trying to de-siege that. Very, very rude. Yeah, they're trying to de-siege Memel, but it's going to take them an eternity. To the point where I'm not even going to worry about it. By the time that they try and de-siege that, I'm going to just piece them out. Another seat in Parliament requested. Sure. Oh, we have hardy seamen. I wish it was sailor power, but it's fine, it's not. Pimajol finally was taken. What war score are we even at now? 70%? Will they peace out? They certainly will. I don't want any of their land. I don't really want to even revoke their imperial reform. I'm just going to take war reparations and a ton of cash. Is there anybody we do want to break their alliance with? Maybe the Netherlands, which means I'll have to take a fraction less cash. There we go. Let's break their alliance with the Netherlands. They're two fairly strong nations that I don't want to have to deal with collectively anymore if we can avoid it, so let's do it that way. We're going to send all of our troops from Poland down into Constantinople, and then we'll split them up from there. Bulgas has left. Oh, several nations are leaving the coalition against us, which is nice of them. They might think, hey, they're just taking money now. Maybe they won't be so bad. Yeah, about that. Yeah, lots of nations are leaving the coalition. That'll only be temporary. It's why I'm not even checking who it is. I can guarantee they'll rejoin when we take French land and Zealand, so... yeah. Zealand's going to be a little bit annoying to prevent rebellions in, because we're not going to have a land border with it, obviously. But we'll have to keep an eye on it. Yeah, lots of nations are leaving it. We may end up with nobody in this coalition very, very briefly, but it will be just that, very brief. I wonder if Britain's even going to try and get rid of these rebels, its particularists, because right now they're just going to town completely unopposed. Yeah, there are more troops of British colonies than Britain has in Britain right now. Oh no, a corrupt ambassador. I'm just going to have Bengal not like me as much. I'm sure our relationship will still be fine. Yes, it will be. Perfectly okay. So now, in terms of nations left, yeah, there's only three. There's the Wargol, Munster, and Liège. That is it. Let's start splitting some of these troops up. You're going to go back to where you were in kind of the Iraq-ish area of the Middle East. We're then going to have one stack hide near Polish territory, one stack hide kind of towards Greek territory. You guys are all taking the world's most stupid route and are all getting attrition. Thanks for that. That's really smart. And then this 45k stack could go back to Rome. So that should be reasonably evenly split. And Britain is now sieging out Munster. Honestly, I'm willing to piece you out now. You're at 50% war score and I don't want anything you have. So it's just going to be money and war reparations. So money plus money. Thank you. That is all I need and all I want. Yeah, there is quite literally nobody in the coalition against us right now. Enjoy that vision because it will not last. And put the speed back up to 3 now, clearly. Siege of Loon is done. Will they give us Zealand at this point? They might. Okay, they will. Only 32% war score. I'm kind of surprised by that. War reparations. All the money. Is there any treaty worth getting rid of? I'm going to get rid of your alliance to Poland. Oh, I can't get Picardy as well. Actually, let's just get Picardy, because I don't really need anything else from you. Okay, that's fine. So, we now have Zealand, or Zeelander as it's now called. It's going to be a pain in the backside to retain, so I'm just going to keep a stack in that area. 40,000 troops, your one job is to look after that event. Yeah, that location from rebelling. That's all I want from you. And now we're at 100% war score, because we only have France left. and we're going to piece them out. And unsurprisingly, we're just going to take all their land and all their money. Okay. Done. So war over. We do need to core some more land. We're only at 50% overextension, which is pretty good by our standards. But let's see how many nations rejoin the coalition. Because I'm sure there's going to be some. Not in the immediacy of the event. That's interesting. Nobody's joined straight away. How very, very odd. Another province wants a seat. Fine. Yeah, I'm genuinely surprised not a bunch of nations join the coalition. I'm not complaining, I'm just surprised. We'll put another stack over in Eastern Europe. Oh, another event. Brilliant diplomat. One young man in our diplomatic corps has distinguished himself significantly. He is a truly gifted individual and utterly loyal to Italy. Our nation will benefit from his work for a long time. Could you have not triggered before I took the land? Well, you get +1 diplomatic relation, which is genuinely quite useful in this case, because we're not going to take a penalty as a result. We have to start annexing Kabylia, which is going to cost us 6 points a month. We're only going to gain 5 because we are really power annexing right now. Really, very much so. We completed that war before Russia was able to take out Circassia in Georgia. That's pretty surprising. More heretics are being converted. Isn't that grand? We're still at 83% religious unity. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, next plan. We do have to think about it. Ooh, Portugal wants a royal marriage. I'm not convinced I'm going to do that. Is there a way? I wonder... Oh, they have finally come back and taking out their rebels. I was going to say, if they started annoying them enough, maybe they wouldn't join in, but clearly that's a moot point now, right? That's an interesting development. So if we attack Britain, then Bengal would now join for some reason. They must have land nearby. Not that useful, but interesting. If we attack Portugal, the Timurids and Bengal would jump in. Which is also very interesting. Having said that, these two nations would probably be busy dealing with malware, which would mean we'd end up with Portugal, Britain, and all of its colonies attacking us together. And spoiler alert, there are a lot of them. But I'm not sure I want to accept this. I'm going to temporarily, because if we can get to the end of the diplomatic idea group, which we're only 2 away from, it's not that far. One of the benefits of completing this is that you just have a lowered impact on stability. So essentially you don't lose the stability if we're attacking a nation you're in a royal marriage with. You still get a big one if you attack one you're allied to, or in a peace treaty with. So you still don't really want to do that. But yeah, the royal marriage barrier is just not there. Having said so, if we attacked Picardy, Portugal would join, which would break my alliance with Britain without breaking my alliance with Portugal, which would force Portugal and Britain to no longer have an alliance. And in theory, Portugal and Britain would end up just knocking 7 bells out of each other colonially. That's an interesting thought, isn't it? And this might be our chance to take Calais. If we're going to do that, then there's a couple of things we're going to have to adjust. So the first thing we'll have to do is we'll have to get, even though I don't want to spend the money on it, we would have to get an admiral. Wow, what an admiral, by the way. We would probably want to upgrade our ships. We would need to start building transports now, which I didn't really want to do, but we're going to have to. So This is going to be... We need probably about 50 transports, I would say. We're going to do 50 in ideally 50 provinces. It's going to cost us about $500,000, which is not that bad even. T50. You are... Oh, my word, could you see the lag there? We're going to build them in Rome because it's going to maximize the amount of coastal provinces we can really utilize for that. We do have our backup stack of ships, which again will also upgrade the one ship it needs. We have one transport attached for some baffling reasons, so let's send that over to Rome. Actually, that was the one that needed the upgrade, so that's kind of works out weirdly in its own way. This diplomat's not going anywhere. So, the way we would have to approach this then is kind of neat in many ways, because yes, I know a load of our troops are all over the place again, which is kind of annoying. But in this occasion, we've already kind of laid the smackdown on some of these nations. So it might not be quite as difficult as it looks. We're going to have to spend at least a little bit just moving troops to the right place. It's going to take us a moment, so we're not going to declare right this second right now. But yeah, we still have 200,000 manpower, so I don't really see why we wouldn't do this. Oh, thank you. Cities, citing their eternal loyalty to the Great Doge and their full confidence in his ability to know what is best, they have now changed their mind to support us without us having to bribe them. Which is very nice, yeah. So Casey has just been eaten there. So, bye. Interesting that they chose to not do anything to Georgia, which kind of surprised by. I'm not complaining, but I'm just finding that a little bit weird. So yeah, so if we attack Picardy then, Portugal will join, Timurids and Bengal won't, but it's fine. Just because of how far away it is. And yes, this would then bring in Poland, Lithuania, Munster, Liège again, which is kind of funny because I already have a stack there. Britain, the Netherlands, which, I mean, they still have a reasonable number of troops, but not that many. Obviously, Britain has a lot of troops, but they're all over the place. Clavers, we don't care. Saxe-Lauenburg, we don't care. There's a lot of nations that really don't have any impact in here. So I think that's what we'll do. I think we'll break our alliance with Britain now, because it allows us to retain our alliance temporarily, at least with Portugal. This also means we don't lose any stability due to breaking our royal marriage with Britain, because technically we're not attacking them. The only thing I could possibly think that might be a problem, we need what? York and London. I think we could... I don't know if we'll be able to do it in one go, but I think we can take all three of those provinces. They do have massive aggressive expansion against us. They would join a coalition. But yeah, York is 14%, London is 28%, and Calais is 5%. So that's just, it's going to be about 47-48%. So we could, even though they're not co-belligerent, we could take all three provinces, but whether we will do that or not, I don't know. Also, keeping York from rebelling would be essentially impossible, unless we took a coastal province, which we would not be able to do at the same time. Interesting. I still think we go ahead and we do this, though. We're not going to go onto British land straight away. We're clearly going to want to mop up the mainland, which means it's fine that it's going to take us a little while to generate enough ships that we need. But yeah, I think we'll do that. And even though it's going to be a little bit of a shorter episode, we'll start doing that next episode, I think. I know, I've spoiled. But yeah, at least you know the plan. So hopefully I'll see you there. It's going to be wild. Hopefully you enjoy it and you enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now. Thank you for watching the video, and if you'd like to see more, feel free to stick around.